Hey loves, and welcome to my channel. In today's video we are going to talk about some of the best foundations for oily skin. If you have an oily skin like mine, then well, stay tuned so that you watch this video to the end. And remember, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so and put the bell notification on. In this way, anytime I upload, you'll be able to get my videos. When it comes to oily skin, the foundations that I would like to use is one that will give me a matte finish and a flawless look, not one that will give me a mirror kind of look where my face will be shiny. I don't want a foundation that will give my face that heavy kind of feel look. I want a foundation that will give me a very light finish for all day. I can use from morning till evening, where when I come back it will not look like a cake. So that is the kind of foundation that I'll go for when I'm looking for a best foundation in oily skin. And so when we are talking for best foundation for oily skin, I always go for the ones that I can afford. I don't go for the ones that are above me and overpriced because I know I can't afford them. So I just go for the cheaper, affordable ones from the drugstore. So what I'm going to show you today is the one that I've stick to very good, and a few ones that I've used that are good for my skin, my oily skin that doesn't give me that kind of shine. They are the best I have tried. As we know, everyone has their best foundation, and this is the best I have tried. Example is the Rimmel Stay matte foundation for oily skin. It doesn't give you a cakey look. Another one is the Infallible Pro Matt foundation. It's very good for oily skin, also very affordable for you to buy in the drugstore. Maybelline Fit Me matte foundation, which is my favorite and best among them that I use. It gives you a very flawless matte finish look. That is one of the best I've used so far, which I'm sticking to, which I'm going to use in this video. Rimmel Matte Perfection is also another very good foundation that I've been using on my oily skin. Even though it's not said on it that it is for oily skin, it works so well for my skin. It doesn't give me sweat, it doesn't give me that shiny look, and it's very good for me. This is the Revlon You Fix foundation. It's also very good. It fills your skin, bless every spot that you have on your skin. This is also a very good foundation I've tried on my oily skin, which works so well for me. And when it comes to the overall best foundation that I've tried on my oily skin, which I've trusted so much in all of it, that is Maybelline Fit Me Matte foundation. This is very good for my skin. I've used it several times now. I bought it about 3 months ago and it's still there. I've bought about 2 bottles. This is so good. How I found these foundations where I went to YouTube to research and look at different kind of skin types, oil skins mostly, and then the kind of foundations that they used. I watched several videos before I picked the best foundation that I wanted and the most affordable, because I did not want to spend a fortune on my foundation. So this was the one that I chose, which was the favorite that I've been using so far. And then there are so many foundations out there for oily skin that you can use. I'll be applying the Maybelline Fit Me Matte foundation on my skin for you to see close up how it looks like when you apply it on your skin. It have a bit of a shine when you look at it, but when you finish the makeup, you see that it becomes very matte and smooth light on your skin. I'm going to prime my face. The primer I'm using is Pretty Fresh. Also, if you have super oily skin like mine, there are other primers that you can use on your face that has this kind of oil control in it, which you can try before putting on your foundations, which will help a lot. I'm going to use this pore filler primer too, because I have quite a lot of open pores, especially on my nose. This primer works great as well. And again, before I go in with the foundation, I go onto my skin with some kind of concealers to cover the spots that I have. I have quite a lot of dark big spots on my face, so I put them on those spots that I feel like are too big, that will show before I go in with my foundation. One of the concealers that I use for concealing this kind of black spots are this LA Girl Pro Concealer. It is in kind of orange color. And then I go in with my foundation stick. This is from Primark. I go onto the spots a little bit, not too much of it, only the places that I feel like I have the spots I put on, mostly on my forehead. I'm going to blend it all through. I have quite a lot of dark spots on my face. So next I go in with the concealer. It looks a little like chocolate, very dark. onto my forehead again on top of the orange corrector. This stage also helps me a lot when I'm doing my foundation steps. So I go in and then blend it with my brush. I go in gentle and just push it in. It has some kind of reddish tone, the orange corrector, but when I finish using my foundation, it's going to change. The orange color is going to disappear. Go into the main step of using the foundation. As I said earlier, I'm going to use the Fit Me Matte Poreless foundation. It has a tiny opening here. I just press it onto my skin. I open it, pass a little onto it. If you look at it, it kind of matches my skin. And so I go in the same to this side. And then I'm going to blend this with my brush. I'm going to use the same brush that I used earlier to blend the concealers in. Just going to start first of all from my forehead. I spread the foundation around there a little. Then I come around here. I spread it all around before going in and blend. So after blending the foundation into my skin, this is how it is looking. I'm trying to bring it closer. At the moment, you can see some kind of a shine onto my skin. It's not the foundation, it's from the lightening I'm using. You see that it's directly in my face, so you can see the white light all over my face. But the foundation itself is very smooth. When you see here, I had some kind of big lump spot here. It's kind of hiding a little bit away. And the foundation right now, if you look at it here, and then my skin is almost matching. I have two of these foundations. I have two colors where I blend together to get my perfect match. So this is the only one I'm using. I'm not going to mix the other color into it. I'm just using one color right now. So this foundation right now feels very light. It is not heavy at all. You can't feel anything on your skin. You can't feel it at all on your skin. Very light. When you finish these steps, you know, I put only one coat of this foundation on my skin right now. Some people put about 2 coats, but I think 1 coat is enough for me because it has almost blended everything out. Some kind of acne on my forehead, it's also like hiding away. You can see them, they have disappeared. So overall, this foundation is quite good for my skin. The proof of this foundation being very good for my oily skin is when you look around my nose here, you see that it has kind of like blended like matte. The foundation I used to have before, when I apply it at the corner here, you see it's become oily and shining as if there is some kind of water sitting on it. And then on top of my nose will become very cakey and sweaty. So this foundation is not doing that right now. It's not doing that because you can see it all is the light that is shining, but you can see it's everything blended smoothly into my skin. So I'm going to continue and finish my makeup, everything, and you see the finished look of this foundation, if you like it or not. And if you put this foundation among one of the best for oily skin, continue conceal underneath my eye. The concealer I've used is my regular LA Girl Pro concealer that is in shade Fawn. I'm going to go in with the chocolate concealer again onto the side. I'm going to blend with this beauty blender. It has some kind of angle where I'm going to use to go into the side of it. Finish with that, I'm going to blend the brown one with my long brush. Continuing to see the good work of the foundation, I'm going to use the same Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless powder. Just going to go in with this little angled looking foam and just dab it underneath my eye. I'm going to let that sit there for a while. I'm going to use my brush to blend this through. This foundation is still doing a really good job. It's just like my normal skin. It's like hasn't really changed my skin in any way. It matches so well. Everything looks so perfect. I'm going to go in with my mixed powder, full of different kind of powders. I'm going to use my brown bronzer powder onto the sides that I use my brown concealers on. Up to this stage, no oils on my nose yet, and the side of my nose also okay. It hasn't developed any oil looking kind of cakey yet. This is the final look using one of the best foundation for oily skin. That is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless foundation. What do you think about this foundation? Have you used it before? Was it good for your skin, for your oily skin? Leave your comments below about this foundation and the foundations that I've mentioned in this video. What do you think about them? Do you have oily skin or not? Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope it was helpful to you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.